Now, the federal government has approved 19.52 billion naira for the 3 road contracts in Oyo, Kano States, and the Federal Capital Territory. The approval also included 523 million naira reviewed for the F4 Eli Erimo Iwaraja Road linking Ekiti and Osun State. This was first awarded in 2009. The approvals were made in Abuja on Wednesday by the Federal Executive Council, presided over by President Muhammad Buhari. Now we have joining me the convener, Integration Summit Group, Nigeria, Chris Ekiyo, who is to talk to us about this particular one. Thank you so much for coming on the news. You could recall that the Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, said earlier that there are about 500 roads that still need rehabilitation. How far-reaching do you think this project will go?
Yeah, thank you very much and good afternoon. I hope that all these figures being churned out in the Federal Executive Council over the years will translate to road as it were. By the last count, I think about 757.4 billion has been approved for federal roads across the country. Roads linking Lagos to Kano, East-West Road, road linking across network of places from Togora to Sokoto and all of that. Unfortunately, these figures we see do not translate to work out on the field. Because right now, we are excited that a lot of money are being released for road construction, but Nigerians have no road. I think that the federal minister should begin to look at, first of all, maintaining existing roads and sustaining them before even talking about awarding new ones. We don't have roads. You can't go from Benin to Lagos. You can't go from Benin to Abuja. You can't go from Zaria to Kano. You can't even go from Jebo-Ode, to Ore. You can't go from Warri to Port Harcourt or even Warri to Benin. If a journey of about 30 minutes takes people like 3 hours between Port Harcourt and Aba, you can't go from Port Harcourt to Enugu. Right. You can't link up all the roads, and a lot of monies have been released. I think that the federal government should review its strategy and first of all get FEMA and the Federal Ministry of Works to sustain the existing roads before thinking of even awarding new ones linking new places. Our roads have failed so badly that Nigerians feel pain.
Well, anyway, the roads have been approved anyway, but we understand the climate change and how these can affect, the rainy season can affect rehabilitation of roads. What would you advise at this time, and considering the fact that people will be traveling for holidays?
Yeah, it is very clear that the federal government needs to, I hear that the senators, of course, declared an emergency on roads. This is the time that FEMA needs to get back to the field. The Federal Ministry of Works needs to look at some resources and then reappropriate when necessary, even if it means going back to FEC and reappropriate some of those funds for maintenance of existing roads. There are no roads. You can't be doing new roads when the ones that are either too functional are failed completely. I think that's what they should focus to do in this dry season before they start thinking of other new roads. But it is commendable that monies are being released for road construction, because without road, really, the country will be disintegrated. And as convener of the Integration Summit, we want an integrated country, and road network is one of the factors that integrate roads.
All right, thank you so much for coming on the news. The convener, Integration Summit Group, Nigeria, Chris Ekiyo, who joins me on the news. Thank you so much for your update. Still ahead on TVC News, Hong Kong protesters to celebrate as President Trump signs bill supporting pro-democracy protesters. We have details of this story and more in just a moment.